Okay, y'all. I'm back. I'm back for a second round. Hold on. Let me get on IG. Let me get on IG. I'm back because hold on. Come on, IG. Okay, y'all. Now I can hear myself. Okay. Y'all, I'm back. Now you hear the echo. But it's okay. I am back. Let me make sure that echo ain't there. I am back because I just did a podcast for about 36, 7 minutes, and it was so good and it was so juicy and it was so invigorating. I had a few people hop on and only to find out that my mic was muted the entire time. The only thing that they could hear was the music. I'm gonna stay calm. But I'm telling you, y'all, I yelled, I called, I was like, Solomon! It was not pretty over here. Anyway, my girl Root was the only one to say something to me to let me know that you couldn't even hear me. Thank you, Root. I love you. That's my girl. So I am back on here, okay? Because I will not be defeated by the first time of being silent because my microphone was muted. That only lets me know that the information that I had was absolutely amazing. And the people need to hear it. So I am going to do some quick highlights. I'm not going to talk as long, but I'm going to make sure y'all get this information. Okay? And like I said before, I'm not very techy. And I don't mind admitting that. I'm not very techy. So yeah, I'm back here on round number 2 because the first round didn't go so well because my mic was muted. But I'm back and I'm gonna give y'all a quick recap of what I was talking about. Okay, so welcome to K.R.E. Kinky Roots Evolved. My girl Tila can't make it tonight. Teals, aka Teals, can't make it tonight. Um, she had some important things to come up in the agenda, and we respect that wholeheartedly. So let's go ahead and hop right on in it. And by the way, my name is Donzi, aka Yas Girl. So let's go ahead and hop right on in this thing. And I'm gonna try to leave my I don't know, my pissed emotions at the door because I can't believe I'm doing this again, but it's necessary. It's okay. So thank you guys so much. Can somebody hop on the chat real quick and let me know y'all can hear me? I see some people are logged in. I just want to make sure that y'all can hear me this time and not just my cute little music. Y'all hear my music? My little music in the background. Okay. Let me make sure. Hold on. Now I gotta get my chat box back. Y'all pray for me. Okay. So there we go. Okay, there we go. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm getting there. Boom. 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 Kokila. Hey, Solomon. My husband's on. He was outside with the kids earlier riding bikes, so he wasn't able to be my IT guy to let me know that nobody could hear me. But he came in and he got me right this time. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. So guys, we're gonna hop right in. We're gonna hop in and talk about the topics for tonight. It was only supposed to be one topic, but then I ended up talking about like three three more additional things that were really good, really, really good things. Okay. So the first topic was learning how to maximize on your limitations in every season. Okay. And so what I mean by that is in every season there are limitations present, right? And a limitation, yay! Y'all can hear me. Okay. Okay. I'm in there. I'm in there. Um, and so a limitation, we have to learn how to understand what a limitation is. A limitation is not always a negative thing or a bad thing. A limitation can be freeing. It can also be a peaceful thing. It can also be a thing that forces you into a space of being present. What I mean by that is sometimes limitations can remind us not to be distracted, right? Sometimes, if we're limited to a certain thing, then it kind of forces us to stay in a certain lane, forces us to stay in a certain space. For example, me not being able to physically be present in Nashville, Tennessee right now with my amazing real estate team, that limitation has positioned my agents into a space of complete leadership. I mean, these women are absolutely amazing. They are thriving, they are killing it. Um, in my absence, they are actually doing things, doing more than I was even able to do while being there, in the present, in their presence. I'm sorry. So what I'm trying to say by that, is be okay, respect the limitations, respect the no's, respect and understand what season of life that you're in, and be aware of what that limitation is, okay? Limitations, excuse me, guys. Limitations are not a bad thing. Just learn how to maximize on them, right? So if this season calls you to be in this certain space, then you be present in that space. You focus on that space and you go hard in that space and allow the other things to take care of themselves. And trust me, they will take care of themselves. Okay. So that was one of the many things I talked about with maximizing on limitations. Learning how to gain your peace in an area that seems like a limitation. Don't let it stress you out. If it's not meant for you to be there, don't let your headspace go there. Um, don't let your being be there, period. Understand the limitation, respect the limitation, respect it with gratitude. Okay, this is not the season for me to be there. This is not the season for me to be doing that particular thing. And I respect that with gratitude. And I'm gonna just keep it moving, right? So maximizing limitations is a huge thing, huge, huge, huge thing. And if you understand it properly and you respect it properly, then it can also open up a door of abundance if you are wise and if you use wisdom. Because not everything requires our physical presence, I'm sorry, and not everything requires us to physically work at it. Some things only require you to begin it and open that door to it and show others how to walk through it. And then the abundance will also flow, not just for you, but for everybody involved, everybody around you. So understand that some limitations can be freeing and don't force yourself to be and do everything. That's not the call. That's not the purpose of our life. To be drained with toiling and trying to do and be everything all the time. So maximizing on limitations is a very, very, very good thing to learn how to do. So the second topic was, um, I have a great, great, great cardiologist or a team of cardiologists that I work with um, here. And one of the cardiologists pulled me aside. He and I, we talk quite a bit. And daily, like whenever we see each other, we're always vibing. But the good thing is we're giving each other wisdom. He's an investor like my husband and I. So we have so many things in common, even from a medical standpoint to on a professional standpoint with real estate. We're always vibing about something. Even with kids, we're always vibing. But yesterday, actually, he was like, Donzie, I want to tell you something. I'm like, okay, okay, I'm listening. But it was the way he said it. Um, he made sure he had my attention. He made sure he had my complete undivided attention. And I was like, okay, yeah, let me hear it. And so what he said was, submission is the greatest level of strength that any person can ever experience. And I thought about that for a minute and I'm like, holy crap, that is so, so, so true. I'm gonna say that again. Submission is the greatest level of strength that a person can have. And what I mean by that is when you learn how to wholeheartedly submit to something, um, with your every being, like every part of you submits to it, right? When you learn how to do that, then the superpower begins. Because what happens is when you submit to the call, when you submit to the purpose, when you submit to whatever it is that the Most High has in place in that season, in that moment, on the journey, whatever it is, then the power within you is released. And then things will remain in order when we learn how to submit. So submission also comes with, it also brings about humility. It allows you to be a bit more humble when you learn to submit to something. Also submission, it allows you to be more present because when you slow down and submit to what it is that's actually going on in the present, it forces you to be present. You're more aware, you're more in tune, you're focused. It brings about focus. Submission brings about complete focus. Seriously, because once you're submitted to something or someone or or the most high, you are more focused in that space than you'll ever be because it has your undivided attention. So submission is one of the greatest levels um, of strength that you could portray on this journey. So learn how to submit. Learn how to submit to the journey. Learn how to submit to the call of the Most High. Learn how to submit to your purpose and be okay with it. So often we hear the term submission and we think it represents weakness. Absolutely not. It represents strength. It gives you power because when you can force yourself to submit to something, that's something that is in order. Let's correct that. To submit to purpose, to submit to the Most High, to submit to order, then power is attached to that. So submission really brings about so many great things when you dwell in the presence of the Most High and you submit to the call that is on your life and you submit to the journey, and we have to remember that all things, not some things, y'all, all things work together for our good. Every last thing. Hey, what's up, fam? We got some more people logged on IG. Hey guys, I'm so excited y'all can hear me now. In the first part, the first live, no one can hear me. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Hop on, leave a few comments. We love y'all. We love y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, so submission, very, very, very powerful thing. So let's not underestimate it. I've learned to submit in silence. That's another cool thing. Learn how to submit in silence. Not everything deserves your voice. Not everything deserves words. Um, Sometimes submission does come along with pain. It's not always gonna feel good, but understand the season, understand where you're at, and be okay with submitting in that season and submitting to the purpose. Um, so yeah, submission. That is a great, great, great form of strength. Another topic that I talked about, in order to heal it, you must feel it. Yes, now that's a deep one. In order to heal it, you must feel it. And I can talk about that from a personal perspective, guys. Um, you have to feel that thing in order to heal that thing. Because once the feeling is attached, it triggers every part of you to then focus on it, right? Like, ooh, why am I feeling this way? Ooh, that hurt. Ooh, I don't like the way that felt. Ooh, then the healing process starts. Also, let's talk about the healing process. The healing process does not always look good. And honey, it does not always feel good. Sometimes the healing process can be even darker than the process of being stung. Let's say that again. Sometimes the healing process can even be even more darker. It can even bring more pain than the thing that actually caused the pain, right? So let's be mindful. Let's be aware of that. When we go deep within ourselves, sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's ugly, you know? But no matter what, do not attach shame to your journey. Do not beat yourself up. Love yourself. Give yourself grace daily, daily, every second. Just keep giving grace. Keep it there's a limited amount of grace in my space. I'm just saying that. I give myself grace a lot, a lot. Give yourself grace daily and understand that the healing journey, you have to feel it. In order to heal it, you must feel that thing to your core. Another thing I talked about when I was talking about the healing process is I was talking about a personal journey of mine that I was on maybe a month and a half ago, where a seed was planted a long, 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 long time ago. A seed was planted, and I did not realize that some of my habits and some of the things that I was doing was actually watering an old seed that was planted. And then fruit started to produce from that old seed that I was watering. So let's talk about that for a minute. We have to remember a seed is a seed. A seed is only going to produce what it's supposed to produce, right? So if you plant an apple seed, what is it going to produce? An apple, right? You plant an orange seed, what is it going to produce? An orange, right? So the seed will only produce what it's designed to produce. Okay, so let's fast forward. What type of seeds are you planting within yourself, and what are you watering it with? All fruit. Honey, every seed will produce fruit. Let's talk about that too. Every seed will produce fruit, but you have to be careful of the seeds that you're planting because not all fruit is good fruit. We know that, right? We have to really be very, very careful of the seeds that we're planting and the seeds that were planted years ago, whether if it was in our childhood, adolescence, um, adulthood, whatever season we were in, we have to remember that seeds were planted. And when we start watering those seeds, it will manifest fruit. The type of fruit that it manifests will determine the type of seed that was planted. And it's also going to be determined on how you're watering it. So, guys, be mindful. Don't take these things lightly. The things you're reading, the things you're listening to, the things you're watching. Do not take it lightly because if you are watering a certain seed, then it will produce that fruit from the seed. Okay. So I'm just only speaking from experience because I love y'all. I'm on here to empower you in every season of life, whatever season that may be. I'm here to be that person for you. I'm here to be that voice for you. So yes, submission is a great power, and maximizing on limitations in every season of life is a cool key to have, and it's a cool thing to understand and embrace. Okay. So we talked about that. And also we talked about in order to feel it, in order to heal it, you must feel it. Excuse me. All right. So we're gonna go to the other topic. And this is actually the last topic that I talked about. I went into more depth on the first podcast, but um, me and hubby are going to go celebrate because the Titus family has been doing a lot of amazing things. And we're just going to celebrate because we're so grateful the Most High has been blessing, blessing, blessing us. It's been a great season. We're in a great season. We're enjoying the fruits of our labor, not just in our careers, but even with our children. We're seeing the fruits of our labor manifest in our beautiful home and our beautiful children. So I'm gonna hop off of here and go celebrate in a little bit. Anyway, so I'm gonna go to the last topic. Um, so the last topic was lacking capacity and understanding how to adapt cognitively, emotionally, and physically. And then the comment was made, most people are not fragile, they are just underbuilt. And so I heard that and I'm like, oh, that is such a good topic. That is such a good topic. And this topic really resonated with me because in this culture that we live in, hold on a second. I'm gonna put my water off. It resonated so well with me. Um, because in this culture that we live in, um, I feel like I don't even know if I'm using the wrong term. I don't care. I feel like the our humanity has kind of really been stripped, and what I mean by that is the survival instinct that humans were naturally given. I feel like it's been taken away because of technology because of the culture that we live in. Everything's so easy. You click a button, you get it. Um, you could chat GPT it. All the things, everything. We're in like this microwave society, and we want everything so quickly. We want everything so fast. And at the same time, we're not built and we're not taught how to live and thrive in different environments. Most people don't know how to easily adapt in different environments, which is a major, major issue. So this topic really resonated with me because when you think about it, the capacity that people need um, is given through exploring and understanding who they really are outside of whatever role they may be in. Okay. And people aren't given those tools. They aren't taught how to live above and beyond their present. They're only taught how to kind of like live within their means or live in a certain environment, which is why most people will never even entertain the idea of living in another state or another country. So I'm saying all that to say that capacity is built through movement. Capacity is built through change. Capacity is built through learning how to adapt. Capacity is built through learning how to thrive and survive on a natural level. Learning how to thrive and survive within, meaning if you are on an island alone, just you, dirt, and water, in an island, would you be able to go within and learn how to survive and thrive in that particular space? Would you be able to do it? Or would you need an external resource to guide you along the way? So to me, that's what capacity is. And a lot of people um, lack that because of the culture that we live in. The culture that we live in forces us to rely on the external. And in reality, we must learn how to rely on the internal first in order to be able to thrive with anything external. So, for example, for with me and my family, we've been very blessed to travel, and I feel like traveling. Well, I know traveling has been one of the greatest things we could have ever done for the family, simply because it has taught the family, one, how to be one, meaning whole, in the physical absence of each other. When we travel, there's many situations to where we're traveling and my husband has one part of the unit and I have the other part, meaning he may have two kids and I have two kids, or I have one kid and he has three kids, or I have no kids, he has all the kids, or I have all the kids, he has no kids. But still in that realm, the kids understand and know that mommy and daddy are still one. The family is still one. We are still whole. We are just maximizing our capacity. We're in a capacity to where we can do that. The family understands that that is a part of life, and the kids know how to adapt, right? Also, we've lived in different states. We've visited multiple countries, and the kids understand and know that every environment is different. But we've also taught the kids to how to use discernment and what discernment is, and also how to use wisdom. So when we switch up on these environments, the kids know from the wisdom that Solomon and I have given them. Oh, I don't need to be in that area. Oh, I don't need to be with that crowd. Oh, that's not right. That's not what I need to do. And so this literally builds and strengthens the capacity of our little humans that we are raising, our children. It strengthens the capacity of the family. It strengthens the capacity of my husband and I in the roles that we play within the family. When we are put into different situations, we are in different environments that force us to increase our capability to think outside the box, increase our capability physically. Been up here in New York and all this cold and snow. Oh Lord, we have really adapted because we're Southerners. We like the Caribbean. We like Africa. We like, the South. And being up here out in this cold has been interesting, but it's beautiful because we are learning how to adapt, and we are learning. how to. I got to hashtag Monica on this one. I'm gonna drop this nugget in here because this blessed me a couple weeks ago. My girl Monica, I listened to one of her lives and she has just been such a huge figure in my life. I love you so much, Monica. She said, learn how to make sandcastles in the desert. And when she said that, y'all, ooh, I'm saying all that to say it don't matter what season you're in. It don't matter what environment you're in. Even if the environment is not conducive, it's not conducive to what you feel like the environment should be to you in that moment. Wait it out. Make some sandcastles while you're in the desert. Make it work for you. Because remember, if you're there, you are the blessing. You are the blessing when you are positioned in a certain season, when you are positioned in a certain space, positioned with certain people. You are the blessing. Remember that you are the blessing. So yeah, I just wanted to share that really, really quick, but I'm gonna get back on topic. So, lacking the capacity to adapt, that can actually be easily overcome, and that's simply by y'all stepping outside of the box, learning more. Build your capacity by learning, traveling, asking questions, gaining wisdom, seeking. That means look, go find it. Get out there. Look, don't wait for somebody to bring it to you. You've got to get out there and seek it out and build your capacity. Build your children's capacity beyond the capacity you were ever given as a child. Build that capacity because we are not fragile individuals. We're very strong and our capacity is very, very great. We're just in an environment that doesn't teach us how to do that. We're in an environment that doesn't feed that inner strength that we have as humans. Instead, we're in an environment that forces us to rely on the external. So we just have to learn to shift the perspective, and learn how to go within, build from within, be okay from within, survive, thrive from within, so that everything that's external, it's a plus. It's a plus, right? It's a plus. So those are the main topics that I talked about tonight. Yes, this is the shortened version. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. I was determined not to be defeated tonight by this microphone. We got this thing to work. We got this thing to work. I love y'all. Thank you for supporting us. Kinky Roots Evolved. I think we're on episode 19. My girl Teals couldn't make it tonight. She had something to come up. We love her. We love her. We love the support, guys. Please like and share. Follow us. If you guys have any topics you want to discuss with us, shoot me a message. We'll talk about it next time. Let me know. Let me know. Until then, I love y'all. Be great. Do the day. Don't let the day do you. And just live, love, thrive. Do all the things. Enjoy life. Now I'm about to go celebrate.